This is brought to you by AdvisorVerified.com.
A federal grand jury in Chicago has charged 23 defendants with participating in a fraud scheme through which they allegedly swindled 10 life insurance carriers out of at least $26 million in fraudulent benefits. The defendants submitted fraudulent applications to obtain life insurance policies in the names of various individuals and then induced the carriers to pay death benefits by knowingly misrepresenting the identity of a different deceased person as the insured, according to an indictment unsealed today in U.S. District Court in Chicago. The fraud scheme charged in the indictment began in 2013 and continued until last month. Among the defendants are sets of spouses and, in some cases, their children, as well as an insurance agent who owned a side business that performed medical examinations on applicants for term life insurance policies. The indictment seeks forfeiture from the defendants of at least $26 million in alleged ill-gotten gains, as well as 9 luxury automobiles, 8 Rolex watches, and properties in the Chicago suburbs of Orland Park, Bridgeview, and Burbank. The indictment charges the 23 defendants with multiple counts of wire and mail fraud. Most of the defendants were arrested Thursday in Illinois and Florida and will be making initial appearances in federal courts in Chicago, Orlando, Tampa, and Miami. The charges allege that the defendants paid premiums on the fraudulently obtained policies for 2 years, at which time the period for contestability expired, making it more difficult for insurance companies to decline death benefit claims. Fraudulent claims for death benefits would then be submitted using records that falsely identified a different deceased person as the insured, the indictment states. To support the fraudulent claims, the schemers obtained false death certificates in the names of the insureds and made false representations about the deceased person to law enforcement, first responders, medical personnel, funeral home staff, and cemetery employees, the charges allege.
The moral of the story is you should always make sure that your life insurance advisor is verified on AdvisorVerified.com. If you need a life insurance advisor, choose from thousands of agents and brokers by visiting www.advisorverified.com. Advisor Verified. Licensed. Insured. Verified.